Kishan, how would you like your haircut today, mate?
Can I do a blurry skin fade
Mm-hmm.
mid and just trim down the beard a bit?
Right, and a good trim on top, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright then, let's start. So we start off first of all, we get the clippers and we get the clipper spray. We'll just get out a big spray over. Yeah? And we'll come back in. How I trim Kishan's hair normally is I'll just start fading straight away with the clipper and the comb. So I'll just start fading through the middle. My skin line. I won't do it all the way around. I'll do it in sections. I'll put the comb in there like that. And make sure it's trimmed back. So when I do start flicking, get the line out at the bottom, it doesn't create another line in the top or in the middle. Yeah, as short as possible there on the sides. So then I'd notch it down to open, which is 0.5 to a lot of new barbers nowadays, that's an open blade. And I'll just flick through like that, nice and easy. Yeah, and obviously as you see at the start of the fade, at the start closer to the temple, it's faded out more or less already. As you get towards the back, the hair normally densens and gets thicker. So I'll put it up a notch and I'll go back that line a bit more. Give it a bit of a bigger flick here. About up to an inch flick from the bottom of the fade into the middle. That's with a notch up one more to the middle, and I'll rub that out a bit more. And as you see, the line's nearly gone. There's no line in that fade. Yeah, just rub it out the bottom of the line. And you'll get some darker hair. And then as you come back later, we're going to re-detail the bottom of the fade some more with the detailer. We're not skin the sides. So this is how to get blurry fade straight away. We go straight to the blur. And I teach some of the young barbers who can cut hair good, but might be lacking customers or lacking confidence from the customers. If they can do it, they can get straight to the blur, show the customer, and then that will relax the customer. And the relaxed customer ends up with a faster haircut. You can trim the hair faster. You can show them the skill straight away. Something I used to do as a young barber when people wasn't sure is I'll just start fading straight away and see how blurry the fade got in the first couple of seconds and then relax. Then I'll do the rest of the tune at ease. Because fussy customers are good, but obviously the speed, you know, like a relaxed customer is better, and you still get the same result because the customer trusts you and you relax. So already I know what is the time that I've been fading for? 2 minutes. And you would say that's halfway point of the fade, yeah? That's 2 minutes, yeah? So that's the fade in 2 minutes, just the fade. Yeah, there's no guard, just clipper and a comb. From skin to open, the 2 notches up to the middle. I'm going to do the skin part later. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use one trimmer to skin it, and then I'll use another trimmer to line it. So we got halfway through the fade, but if you look down the line, there's a little bit more hair sticking out here. I'm just going to put the comb in there now. I've done the fade and smooth that straight across. Those hairs must have got missed. So if you look down the line now, it should be, I'll check myself, I'll check the camera here, it should be straight. Yeah? Alright. And the same all the way around the back, so as you look down the edge, it should be straight, there should be no bulk or nothing, it should be completely straight. Either straight and slightly veering out, or straight and slightly veering in, depending on what they want. More time with a medium skin fade, it will just be straight. A low one, it might be straight but veering out slightly on a straight level. If it's a high fade, it might be straight but veering in more with the clipper and the comb. Because a mid fade, I'm just going straight at a 90 degree angle with the shape of the hair. If he's having a holiday cut and he wants it a bit shorter, I might veer it in on the angle so it lasts him a bit longer. But more mid fade, just straight up. So that's that half now. I'll show you this half again. Yeah, point. So this is 0. We're going to start from 0 through the middle. Gonna meet it to there. Meet it to the part I've done, which is more or less right the middle, at the back there. Then I'm gonna turn it down. It's a different way round, rather than the comb. I'm gonna turn it down. I'm gonna flick out the same way. With the 0.5. This is in reverse to what I've done on the other side. And the 0.5 all the way up. And as you see down the line, it's still more or less straight. When I put the comb in, it will be perfectly straight. There'll be no hairs protruding. When I put the comb in last. Obviously the bottom line, I'm going to get that out last as well. I could have took it out just while I was on the tandem with the 0.5 and the skin. But comb was there. There's a little straight visible at the top of the face, so I just straightened that there. So I more or less do all my trims freestyle. I change up my style every trim. But the one thing that's the same is I'll use clipper and comb. I won't use guards, but I'll change it for order. Whether I start the skin part first or the skin part last. I like to change up the styles. With this side of it a lot quicker, you can't just see. But I've done as much, not broke it down. I didn't grab the lever, I just flipped it up and down while it's in my hand. Just to let it up and down. You should be flipped in different directions. How's that guy looking on you? Is he looking blurry in the phone, yeah? Yeah, alright. So how long did that take that side, did you say roughly? About 3 minutes. And how long have you been filming so far? 7. So that's a 7-minute fade there again, no guards. Right? Right, so we start in reverse. So do a little spin like that, yeah. Put the lever down one by one from the top of his ear to the middle of his ear. Yeah. And like just like the temple, a lot of beards at the top of the side there naturally get lighter. So it helps the fading, so you don't have to do too much. And you turn around the clipper, just stroke it through like that and flicking it out backwards. You get me? So what I'll do again now, I'll just do a fade in reverse. Yeah. And with the fade in reverse, what I'll do is I'll just pick it out like that, because more time, most man's beards on the sideburns, it gets lighter. Not everybody's, but some people's beards get lighter on the sideburns, same as the hair gets lighter towards the temple. And then the beard gets thicker towards the front again naturally. So that helps with the fade. Yeah. And we'll do that again. He's growing his beard, so he wants to keep as much on as possible. We're going to shape it as nice and square. I'm going to go that way. I'm going to shape off this. I'm going to shape off the sides. Freehand. So I'm going to rest my finger there. Put my finger at the bottom of the blade. Rest it like that. And I'm going to just go through his beard like this. So that's going to take all of the stray hairs off the side. And then underneath, I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to start here. Rest the clipper there. And I'm going to go straight through. Again, straight through. You're hardly taking any off because you're keeping the length. It's not going to be too square at the front. It's not that long yet. So we're just lining it and making sure it's smooth. So when we finish now, it should be smooth all the way through. Now, if my client Kishan had a curlier beard or a longer beard, more out of control, I could do that and put the comb in there. But it's already the same shape it was that time. I'm just literally skimming over. It doesn't want much weight off the beard. So then we get to the front of the beard and we just go straight across the middle to make sure it's straight all the way to the front. Slide the clip on both sides. This is freehand again. Slide it back that way. Yeah. So now look through there. If you catch me around here, I know. When I look through there now, a lot of barbers don't do this these days, but you need to sometimes at the end just crouch down slightly, just catch some extra hairs, and look through. And notice that that is perfect. Yeah. There's no more hairs. Come on. So the shape of the beard is perfect. Would you like any length off the moustache, Kishan?
Just a little.
Just a little bit of length off the moustache. I'm going to show you how to do this now, yeah? What we're going to do is I've got open blade. Again, I'm not using any grades. It's just a small space. So to put a grade in this space and expect it to come out neat, it's longer work. If you just angle the clipper on the open, you can put it in like that, and as I push it down, angle it back up. Push it in like that, and as I push it down, angle it back up. And that just takes off the extra weight. Now, got the middle, it's my freehand wrap. Yeah, the two sides, with my freehand knees, either side of his moustache. You see the little hairs, extra hairs coming up off his moustache. Now, if you don't feel comfortable freehanding, you can always again just use the comb, get the excess hair. Just use the comb, get the excess hair, and take it off like that. But because I know Kishan's beard, I can just freehand it. Yeah. Okay. So because I've shaped it already, I could have lined it, but if I'd have lined it with all the hair extra long and wavy, yeah, I would have kept out the trim the hair out the way, so I'll do it first. So now I'll just put the line here. And obviously this clipper is a tighter clipper on the blades. So after, even though I've trimmed it, I can still give it a little skin, just to make it that extra bit neater. But even though I did it with the big clippers, it still leaves the odd hair, because the odd hair might move out of the way. But it's combed through, you know, thoroughly. And then put the line in like this. And you can see the line just in the middle where the beard stops. You carefully go against the way the hair grows. So that side I started from the ear and went down. This side I start from the jawline and go up. Yeah, you only do this if you're a confident barber and you know that, but obviously you do everything the same, both sides, but that's gone down, across, and up. I'm very comfortable with doing this beard, I've done it lots. Now look at the underneath of the beard. Yeah. So I'm going to take my thumb, just there, and I'm going to stretch the skin slightly, like that. Put a little pressure. I'm putting more pressure with this hand than I am with this hand. Yeah. And just slightly, just go like that. And just bring it in. Yeah. And then I'll just tip the nose there. And I'll just, if you just stretch it down and slightly bit, if you haven't stretched his lip, we'll just get them extra bits there. Yeah, and then this side, and again. With the moustache area, it's a smaller area, and plus the hair might be thicker most times. You might need to apply a little bit more pressure with the razor, but just slightly, just to make sure it pulls through. Yeah. Just about to stretch his face with blowing the air to the one side of his cheek. Yeah, and then we'll meet the mustache nice and high. Yeah, still keeping the skin like a canvas, nice and tight. Yeah, as long as the line ends up at the corner of his mustache, it's going to give the illusion to a nice high beard line.